What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with our weekly Tesla update video where we take a look at how Tesla stock traded this past week, some key support and resistance levels that we have coming up, and based on that, what we think Tesla stock can do, as well as some news that came out over the weekend that I thought would be great to share with you guys. So first and foremost, happy New Year to you guys. Happy 2021. Thank you so much for your continued support. I was able to give away some money to the local food bank after getting monetized with YouTube. So make sure to check that video out. But it's all thanks to you guys. So I really appreciate your support and hope that you'll be a part of my 2021 as we continue to learn more about the stock market and grow together. So let's get right into the video. Let me hit record and we'll take a look at how the 5-day chart looks for Tesla, as well as some news that came out over the weekend. So as you can see, right, great looking chart for Tesla. We started the week in the high 670s, broke below, and then we were kind of hanging out in this range in the 660s. And then Tuesday was a really narrow range, a little bit more time consolidating between the 658 and the 669 level. And then Wednesday was a really nice run from the 670s to 690s, which we made a new all-time high. And then Thursday we also pushed up, got rejected by the 718 level more than once. And then we came right back down to the 698 level, bounce, and then closed near the 705. So great week for Tesla. It had been consolidating for a while and then it pushed up. And with the amount that it pushed up, a pullback could be coming, but there's some news that I want to share with you guys. So Tesla made 500,000 electric cars in 2020. They had a record fourth quarter. They were shy technically from that 500,000, right? 499,550, but they had 367,500 in 2019. So, year over year, we're talking huge growth. These are the numbers breakdown. So over 450,000 of those, as expected, were the Model 3 and Y, the cheaper of them, right? 54,000 or so of them were the Model S and Model X, which are the more expensive one, right? So this is great, right? 180,000 of those were made in the fourth quarter of 2020. GM sold 7.7 million cars in 2019. BMW sold 2.5 million. So Tesla still has a little bit to go, but the fact that they're able to do 500,000 in 2020 is still a great news for the stock, especially considering the cars that they are selling are electric cars, whereas a lot of other companies still have to catch up on their electric car market. And we all know that, as time goes on, electric cars are going to be be making a greater percentage of the overall sales of new cars. So as that number grows, Tesla can potentially use that to really kind of take over the market. Now, from a stock level perspective, coming back to it, right, the reason I say that is, take a look at the run we've had, right? So for a while there, we were consolidating. We pushed up after the S&P inclusion. It's been a lot calmer of a stock since being included. Saw a little bit of a pullback, push up, came down, but then it gathered steam and was running again. So one thing that we have to understand is it's included in the S&P 500, so it probably isn't going to have as crazy of runs as it typically would. That being said, it still had a really nice run on Wednesday. Excuse me, I keep saying Thursday because it's the second last candle, but Wednesday, right, going from 670s to 690s, and then from that 690s level hitting all the way to 718. Typically, I would say, okay, we're probably going to pull back a little bit, but with that news, right, depending on how people react to that news, if we have a buy the rumor, sell the news, buy the hype, sell the news, we see a little bit of a pullback. But if this is news that people were not necessarily, already anticipating, then we could see another big day coming for Tesla tomorrow, or a big week for Tesla coming as well. So what levels am I watching, right? Let me share that with you guys. So we closed here in the 705s. As we talked about on the hourly chart, right, we hit up against this level a couple of times, right? The 718 level on the hourly chart. So that's the first thing that I'm watching, is the 718 level on the upside. And honestly, after that, right, it's anyone's guess where Tesla could go, 750, 800 long term, right? But until we get to that 718 level, break it and go above it, right? We don't know what the next level of resistance is because that would be the all-time high for Tesla ever set. Okay, so after this 718 point, we don't know, but that's the first level I'm watching out for if we do see a nice green day tomorrow. Now, if we see more of a sell the news, or if we see a pullback because of how much it's gone up, here are the levels that I'm watching, right? So we talked about this on the last video as well, but 698 is my first level that I'm watching. Initially, I had 694.78 previously. The reason I'm watching 698, although it's very close, is because 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We had 4 instances where that level acted as really nice support. So the first level I'm watching is obviously that 700 mental resistance. I think that number should maybe hold, but we are only $5 away from it. So if we do see a little bit of a sell-off or a pullback, I don't necessarily think that that's going to be enough, right? That 700, 698 or 694. So then I'm looking at the 678 number to see if that number can hold. So I mean, I personally think 700 is a good mental resistance and 698 is a resistance that we had on Thursday, right? And same with the 695, we've kind of validated that. But we're talking only a $10 pullback, considering it's gone up over like 30, right? So if we do see a pullback, those levels might not be enough, and we would need a bigger kind of pullback. The next level I'm watching is the 678 level. And then the AEMA comes in at 672, and then we've got this other level at 669. So first levels is kind of that 700, 698, 695. I know they're very, very close, but it could be any of them. But if we see a bigger pullback, then I could see it pulling back all the way to 678. And then the AEMA comes in at 672. Next level would be 669 if it does pull back that much. As always, I'm watching, let me hide the drawings and I can show you what I'm talking about. I'm watching for a close above the AEMA, as we've seen all days except for this day right here. In all of this run, even with the pullbacks, we've closed above this AEMA line, and I'm hoping for that trend to continue. So even if it pulls back, I'll be looking for it to close above the AEMA, which is at 672 currently. And then on the 4-hour chart, what we'll see is, staying above this 20-day moving average, and then also the 50-day moving average as well previously. So hoping for that trend to continue, but if we do see a pullback, right, I could see this 20 moving average breaking, but it holding support in the 50-day moving average. So we'll see how that goes. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. If you think a rally is coming because of this 500,000, or if you think this is going to be more of a sell the news type of event here, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy New Year. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.